Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today, happy 2018. I'm posting this January 1st, 2018. I'll probably go live on the 2nd, but happy New Year's, guys. I'm really excited to be back on track for the new year, uploading videos for you guys. Today I have a really cool video of myself playing some Ele Boomkin Holy Priest. I've been playing a ton of this composition, and it is so much fun, so can't wait to break down the games, talk about the positioning. But first, I'm so excited for the new year, guys. I'm excited to get back in the routine, get back into making almost daily YouTube videos, getting back to my stream, streaming a ton, and I'm really excited for the content that is to come. So that's pretty much my plans for the year. Talk to me in the comments about what you guys have planned for 2018. I really do want to hear it. But let's hop into this game because I know you guys want some World of Warcraft gameplay. And here we have some Ele Shaman, some Czar Dazzle, making some plays here, get some highlights, and I'm playing with Shifter, and I'm playing with Envious, aka My Wife Is Okay. What a hilarious little name there. And we are fighting Lightsbane, Hansel, and Idiot Feral. And I must admit, guys, this is a team we were losing to quite a bit, and this is one of our wins. And I didn't want to, like trick you guys and be like, oh, we lost 50 times and won once, and here's our one win. Like, I'm not going to say anything. I think we lost, I'm guessing maybe 4 times and won maybe 3 times, something like that. But this was one of our wins, and I kind of want to talk about how we won positionally, right? So look how far my priest is away from me. This is very intentional, okay? My priest wants to get CC'd far away so that the mage can't CC him and then hurt me. Does that make sense? We want to be so far that the mage either CCs my priest or does damage to me, but he can't do both. Once my priest is out of CC, then I want to start running towards my priest so that he can actually top me off. Right here in the opener, it was the Feral Incarnation, so he is going to have to Trinket Ray me. It looks like I am going to be fine. And then from here on out, I kind of switch up the positioning a little bit, and we get the offensive pressure going out with the Stormkeepers, with the Sky Fury, hitting the mage quite a bit. Paladin Wings come out onto me. This is actually a very scary point in the game. We still have some defensive cooldowns left. I have Trinket, and I have these Stormkeeper procs that I'm not even really using because I'm just spam healing. I'm just trying to live the Incarn as much as I can. Counter pressure is nice though, so it looks like my priest goes into a full stun, into a full sheep, and once again, guys, look at my positioning. I'm line of sighting the mage. I'm making sure that the mage can't both CC my priest and hit me. He has to pick. Is he going to chase me and hurt me, or is he going to continue to CC my priest? One or the other. I don't want the mage to get double value, right? So I'm line of sighting the mage, and I'm spam healing surge on myself. Now, if they kick the healing surge, my Boomkin is going to clone the Feral. Okay, if they don't kick Healing Surge and they kick Cyclone, then I'm going to heal myself and I should be okay because of the Swelling Waves talent. It makes me do so much healing. Now my priest is out of CC. Guess what? I'm going back in line of sight of my priest, letting him top me off. Now we are doing Feral Ghost because he has no trinket for 58 seconds. That means our stun's on the Feral. We're going to try to get some cross CC onto the Paladin perhaps. But with Boomkin, Ele Shaman, guys, you have a lot of consistent pressure. Look at this, guys. They're all half HP. The Moonkin AoE pressure, the Ele AoE pressure. We have these instant procs coming out. We have the Ice Fury, the Sky Fury, the Stormkeepers, the Frost Shocks, the Earth Shock stuns. We have so much pressure on all 3 of them. So it's like we're going to win this game if we don't die. And I know that sounds like a stupid statement, but as long as we play well defensively, we can win this game. Now we do a little go there on the Paladin. We do get bubbled. Now look at this. My priest is in the polymorph. I'm line of sighting. Mage actually pushes into me, which means, guess what? The mage isn't going to re-CC my priest, which means I'm going back in line of sight of my priest. My priest can top me off, and it looks like we're going to be okay. I did use my wall there, however, which might have been a poor choice because it looks like I was fine, which means now I don't have wall for another minute and a half, my Astral Shift. Little unfortunate. Now they're all running upstairs because they realize this downstairs positioning is so good for us that they don't really want to chase us downstairs. Kind of the positioning we're playing at is that the 2 bottom pillars opposing each other. My priest is staying at his pillar. He's line of sighting the polymorphs. I'm staying at my pillar. I'm line of sighting the mage, trying to kite the Feral. That's kind of how the positioning is going. We do life grip, but right away, I'm pretty much going to run back away from my priest. This is very different, guys. I'm not running towards my priest for multiple reasons. One, like we just talked about, because I don't want the mage to be able to CC my priest and to hurt me. But 2, I don't want my priest to be able to get kicked by the feral druid. I don't want it easy for the feral druid to off-stun my priest. The further away I am from my priest, the better it's going to be. I just don't want to line of sight my priest until he's in CC, right? I want to stay in line of sight of my priest. So like right here, I'm in line of sight of the priest. I line of sight just for a second, but I want to stay in line of sight of the priest as long as possible. I do go for that heal. I do get kicked on it, but my priest is out of CC. Every time my priest is out of CC, I'm pretty much okay. He can cast onto me. You know, he has that renew on me. It looks like I'm going to be completely fine. Now look, they're pushing into my priest. They're going for the full sheep on my priest. I know that, and I'm staying very far away so that once they get that CC, there's the Hammer of Justice into the Ring of Frost. See, this is bad. I actually pushed out into line of sight right here, so now the mage is hitting me while my priest is CC'd. Huge mistake on my part. I should have been around the pillar. I could have even trinketed this maybe and got around the pillar a little bit sooner. Here I am around the pillar now. And it looks like my priest is going to have to trinket and throw out some cooldown on me. There's the trinket ray. I wall there as well, so a little bit of overlap on cooldowns, but the wall was probably okay because it did keep me alive. And yeah, with that ray, I'm going to be completely top. But look at this, guys. The Paladin Cyclone, he does trinket at the last second, but we get that full stun into the half stun here onto the Feral Druid with the Sky Fury, with the Ice Fury. So much damage on the Feral behind the pillar, and he does go down. I don't think the Paladin had Sacrifice left. We're slowly, you know, running them out of mana. Pally's 40% mana. We're slowly, Pally has no bubble. We're slowly working through all of their cooldowns. And, you know, once we do that and we play well defensively, I think we could win the game. The problem is it's very, very difficult. Now we're throwing some Flag of Ownerships here onto the Paladin because the Paladin was a Rager and was Flag of Ownershipping us, so we had to get him back. There it is. He left the game. Rage quit. I want to show you guys the damage breakdown, though. Here's how the damage goes, and this is probably about how it should be. Note, I did do quite a bit of healing because of that Swelling Waves talent, and that's really, you know, kind of how you have to survive as a feral or as an Ele Shaman against a Feral Druid in this matchup. All right, guys, and here is another cool game versus Boomkin Rogue Holy Paladin. Once again, we're playing the same exact composition, this time on Tolvaron Arena, and here we're really just scared about their setups. Once again, guys, I want to be playing pretty far from my priest, and this is the same reasoning. With a sub-rogue, if he pushes in to stun my priest, the Boomkin's going to try to clone off of the stun on my priest and then do damage to me. But if I'm playing 50, you know, 40, 50 yards away from my priest, very far from my priest, how is it that the rogue's going to stun my priest and then get to me and do any effective damage quick enough before I'm, you know, I'm out of line of sight? So like, even right here, I could have been further. Right, I could have been a little bit further around line of sight right here by the pillar, and they wouldn't have been able to get the root beam and the kidney shot onto me. So that's kind of my mistake there, actually. I do trinket wall, knock the rogue back. The full clone comes out into my Boomkin. The half clone comes out into my Boomkin. The full repentance comes out into my priest. My priest does trinket ray, or actually just trinket big heals, and I wall. So a lot of cooldowns in the opener are used by us defensively, and that's really because of my mistake. I should have been a little bit further out of line of sight so that the rogue, out of line of sight for my priest, so that the rogue couldn't CC my priest and then get to me. I should have made it so that situation would have been impossible, right? Ice Fury here onto the rogue, big damage onto the rogue with the Earth Shock stun, throwing out a ton of damage, and this is kind of a very similar story, guys. We play well defensively, we're going to win the game. You know, we control them well. We don't overlap too many defensive cooldowns. Our positioning's on point. We should win. Look at the positioning now. They're kind of all pushed into my Moonkin. And look at my priest. Right when I see the rogue going towards my priest, I'm playing towards the pillar. I am not trying to go out towards my priest. I want to make it impossible for them to CC my priest and then go me. The life grip comes out. And the life grip, as you can kind of tell, is a little like... It's not great a lot of the times because I'm getting closer to my priest, but the life grip heal and the ability to life grip something like a smoke bomb definitely makes it worth it, but it's something you want to keep in mind. Here I'm kiting towards my priest a little bit, which is not great because it looks like he wants to root beam my priest, but my priest does use fade. He does that pre-ray on the root beam, so that was a beautiful. So the Ray of Frost is going to, or not Ray of Frost, the Ray of Hope is going to then top me. I do get Cyclone, so beautiful Cyclone by the enemy Boomkin Previ there, but it looks like I'm going to be able to get some heals off. Smoke Bomb comes out, and I do jump out of the Smoke Bomb. I still have Wall available. I do use it now because the full Repentance now comes out onto my priest. And there goes pretty much over at this point. There's no more stun DRs. I have you know, myself pretty much top from all of my self-healing with that Swelling Swelling Waves talent. Guys, Swelling Waves is so strong right now. And then we're just spreading pressure everywhere, and we should be able to get a kill eventually in a stun on either the Rogue or onto the Boomkin or onto the Pally, really. So it really just depends on what we, you know, what positioning the enemy team is in. You know, which player is really pushing in super far. The full moon's coming out. It does get beamed. I do shock it now. My priest does trinket. I think that was the full blind. I could be mistaken, though. Gonna fast forward through this game a little bit. Now the full root beam comes out. The kidney shot comes out onto me. I trinket. Ghost Wolf behind the pillar. Now the Hodge comes out. Now I get very low. Trying to get a heal off. I do get the heal off. I do jump out to make sure my priest can't taunt me off. The Guardian does come out as well. So now I have no trinket, no wall. My priest has no trinket, no Guardian. Ray of Hope still might be available, but this is kind of scary time for us. And I really want to reiterate, since there is no smoke bomb available, we really just want to push in as much as we can, keep them on their back foot, because a team like this can definitely reset quite a bit. But at the same time, I don't want to be too far from my priest to where I'm just straight up dying behind a pillar, but I also want to be in a situation where the Rogue can't easily CC the priest and then me. Now they're doing a go onto Shifter, which I thought was very interesting because I pretty much have nothing left. I'm going to throw out my stun here onto the Rogue to peel a little bit. I can also off heal if I need, but it looks like my Boomkin's going to be a-okay. So I'm actually just going to Sky Fury, Storm Peeper, Ice Fury, getting so much damage out onto everything, kind of just destroying everything. Paladin does get stunned there. The life grip does come out. He probably thought I might get bombed there. So much damage on the Rogue. He almost goes down, but he human trinkets and does vanish right after that. Paladin does trinket the stun as well. Stun's coming out everywhere. I'm guessing this is the apotheosis from my Holy Priest, which means every time he smites, his stun reduction, the cooldown of his stun is reduced, so he can just continually stun things with a bunch of smites coming out. I think 3 smites gives you another stun with apotheosis, which is a 3-minute cooldown when that's up. But let's fast forward through this game just a little bit more here, guys. The enemy team is running. They're going to want to do their go, get some type of CC on the priest. I'm going to want a line of sight. Eventually, we're going to, you know, get through all of their cooldowns defensively, and then hopefully get a kill in a stun. It can definitely happen on any 3 of them. Now, this is scary time, right? I'm in the kidney. The Hammer of Justice comes out. The full root beam comes out. I'm going to need some big peels here from my Druid. The Boomkin gets cycloned. This is Incarnation as well. Throwing out a bunch of healing surges to myself. I'm going to be completely okay. Now it's time to immediately go offensive. The full blind now comes out, so it switches back to defense time. I'm just hiding behind the pillar, casting healing surges. Should be okay. That Swelling Waves talent should keep me alive. I'm just line of sighting the Rogue. Look at that. The Rogue is really trying to get to me right here. I'm just kiting. The full kidney shot does come out. We grip the bomb. Beautiful grip there. I also did trinket it because I did not know that grip was going to come out, but I trinket the bomb, grip the bomb. And from here, guys, it's just a war of attrition. The next time we can get a nice stun, probably at this point, the Pally still has trinket. The Rogue, I don't think, has either trinket. The Boomkin doesn't have trinket for another 54 seconds, and the Boomkin doesn't have skin either. So the Boomkin's definitely a good kill target if we can get him out of bear form. The Rogue's a good kill target if we can get him before his human trinket. Pally does wall there. I'm playing very far from everyone at this point. Want to make sure I am not a kill target at all, and they pretty much know that. That's why they're doing softs to my priest. Throwing out a healing surge to my priest, make sure he's a-okay. Some damage comes out into me. Some counter damage comes out on the Previ. The full beam into the full cyclone onto Brain coming out. Now Previ getting very low. The sack comes out. The trinket sack rather comes out and saves him just in time. Now the entire enemy team has no trinkets, guys. I stun the Rogue. He does use his human trinket right there. So basically the next time we can get a nice stun set up on anything, it's going to die. We get that full stun onto the Rogue, the lava burst into the instant lava burst onto the Rogue, into the restun, and the Rogue does go down. Here is the damage breakdown, guys. So much damage from our Boomkin Ele composition coming out. You can play this with a Resto Shaman, guys. You can play this with a Holy Priest. Such a fun composition. Would definitely recommend it. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, Happy New Year, Happy 2018. I want to hear down below in the comments, what are your goals? You can talk about real life goals, or you can talk about goals within World of Warcraft. Guys, thumbs the video up if you liked it. Thumbs it down if you didn't. Talk to me below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.